Welcome everyone. The main race here in Abuja, David here on pole position for Spiker alongside. Then we have UKB on your boy from Sebastian Campo in P5. That's Chaos Andale and Donald Mandel. Then we have Hooks Finucci, Chris Cornwell, Ultrabro versus Theo and Dialogue the Sorov. The bottom half of the grid saw Fire Eduardo, Ahmed Silla and Matthew Hart. From the other row we'll have Liver in P16. Then there's Iago, Palomino, Ravo, and that is Crumply. The bottom four is Adelaide, Raka Crumply, Matt Fong, and Victor Levi. Here we go everyone, Sergio on pole. He needs a good race here if he wants to remain in the championship fight. And let's go on our screens. We are racing here in Abuja, and straight away, David Sergio getting off the front. He's done well to hold the lead. Spiker also have a good start here in P2. And through turn 1, your boy moves up into 3rd place there, holding up UKB a lot, who's on the medium tyre. And somehow, no crashes through this initial part of the race. Big surprise if I'm going to be honest. As the top 3, all running on the soft tyres is good. Oh, and McLaren also in good form right now. Campo de Verde 5 and 6. This is pretty good for them, but the McLarens are going to duel it out here, I think. As de Verde is getting close to Sebastian. And he's just, there we go, he's alongside him. The two McLarens side by side, and contact between the two. Ocampo coming across de Verde there, and obviously contact, but no damage. Luckily, it's Palomino picks up a 5-second time penalty. As further back, Marcus Adelaide trying to make up some places, up into 17th place here, as he heads on to lap 2. Out of 18 in this race, Ahmed Silla on the hard tyres. They've got a lot of work to do to try and hold up the cars behind. Sergio fast in the first sector, unsurprisingly, as Adelaide gets closer to Silla. This should be P16 if he gets this move done. Rowdy outside, he's committed. Downey inside, the Williams moves up into 16th. Clearing Silla, that is going to be crucial for his race because the hard tyre runners are obviously going to be slower than the soft tyre runners. Or the medium tyre runners. Fast sec 2 for Demandel, so look out for him in this race as he tries to get closer to UK Ball, who's on a different strategy, starting on the medium tyres. Normally not advised, it's probably better to start on the softs in the race, but yeah, some people clearly not wanting to do that as Demandel is at the fast lap of this race, in fact by 4 milliseconds. He is quick, he needs to clear the hyperdrive ahead though, or else his chances of victory or a podium are going to quickly disappear. Livery has got a 5-second time penalty, so you have 3 penalties in the bottom part of the grid, and those are the only penalties as well on the entire grid as well. I just said that a lot of times. There's David Sakira here in P1, the lead of the race. Spiker in 2nd. Sakira needs to try and hold on to this lead because Williams and Ford are locked into a constructors battle. They are fighting for this constructors championship. You can say that for sure. And yeah, it's very clear Williams leaking these points because they have dropped behind Ford. So Spiker needs to lock in and try and get himself ahead of Sakira. This race could be a bit like Mugello, I feel. I feel like this is the sort of race that would end up like Mugello, as the soft tyres are already wearing out for the drivers, so they're going to have to be careful. If the soft tyres are already wearing, then yeah, there's obviously going to be a bit of concern there by the teams as they are trying to think of what the best strategy is. Maybe this is why some people decide to go into a different tyre to start the race. They don't want to deal with like big bits of tyre wear so early on. Almost picks up another 5-second time penalty. Bit of a penalty magnet already, picking up 2 penalties right now. Is in the last sector. Contact between Hart and Adelaide. Hart is penalised. Adelaide was off the track, so it's pretty clear what's happened. As Marcus Adelaide comes straight into the pit lane. Smart choice there by Williams to bring him in, as APX bring in Nias Crumply. So I don't know what that's going to do to the race. Chris Colwell here at 11th, as into the wall goes Palomino and Victor Levi. Palomino does not survive, Levi does. And this virtual safety car won't really change much out in front, as the top 2 just aren't even close enough to the pit lane to gain anything. In fact, the virtual safety car is probably going to be over by the time they reach the pits, so we'll just see what happens. as we expect the ending thing to come onto our screens at any moment now. At this point, there it is. Virtual safety car is ending and Davis Akiera is coming in. Spiker also comes in as well. Your boy into the pits. UKB also in as well. So yeah, this is a very interesting part of the race here. We'll have to see if anyone actually gets held up, which could cost someone positions. I don't think there's been any hold-ups at all here. Davis Akiera is going to come out the pits right there. And luckily for himself, he's managed to put a car in between him and Spiker. Matthew Hart now in the way of Spiker and those other guys. Livery also in between Spiker and your boy. UKB managed to come out ahead of Armin Silla, which is crucial to his race. You can now go chase your boy for the net race P3. But your boy himself is trying to chase down Livery, being pretty aggressive. The one-time race winner and the French driver is going to go for a move. Spiker's got a penalty for causing a collision. What do you expect? Spiker carving his way through traffic and he's got a penalty. That seems to be a common thing from this season. Oh! Into the wall goes Livery. UKB clearly going straight into him. And for those guys who just came in the pits, this is incredible for them. Davis Akiera is going to still remain in the net race P1. But Sebastian Ocampo has come out the pits in P3, net race P2, right behind Davis Akiera. And just like in Portugal, Ocampo now can have an opportunity possibly to win this race. No joke at all. The virtual safety car coming to an end. And it's been a bad start for Davis Akiera. Good one for Ocampo. And this is exactly what the Filipino driver needs. And he wants to try to get close to the Brazilian, who's trying to get himself ahead of Eduardo. And oh, out of the race go the two Ferraris. They've hit each other clearly. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, this race is just blown up completely. Of course, you got UKB taking out Armin Silla. And now you got the two Ferraris taking each other out. Oh my god. What a race this has turned into. And yeah, crucially, Sergio is ahead of Carlos Eduardo. Sebastian Ocampo needs to get ahead of Eduardo right now, or else he can say goodbye to any chance of him winning this race. As he goes down the inside of the Audi, making sure to be aggressive at the same time. He gets to move on in second place. The 2020 World Champion is now into second, ready to chase after Sergio, at a track where he also won his one and only title. So the track's actually going to mean something to him, as Spiker gets ahead of Carlos Eduardo with a lovely move, as he goes down the inside to make sure Eduardo doesn't fight back, but he is still going to try. But the Audi, not having enough grip on his tyres, will have to submit, and therefore cannot keep the position. Your boy in P5 right here is going to try and chase after the Audi, as Ocampo has most certainly brought down the gap to Sergio in that last lap. And for Sergio, I'd probably be worried. Yes, Ocampo's tyres are going to start showing some visible wear in the coming laps, but he's a lot quicker than Sergio, so that's where the worry is. As you came on P9 with damage to his car and a 5-second time penalty. This looks like his championship hope slipping away, as his contact there with Bogdasarov, who's into the wall, spinning round. Hux Fanucci was the one who actually hit Bogdasarov. But will Bogdasarov be fine when he returns onto the track? He reverses on, and yeah, he's somehow not touched any other cars. And oh my god, I don't know who would be to blame for that incident with Bogdasarov though. Because yes, it was Fanucci who hit Bogdasarov, but at the same time you came on force Bogdasarov line, which initiated the contact from Fanucci. So it's like a bit of a mixed bag of who's at fault there. Yes, somehow the French driver survives. Like, remember back in Spain where he went flying off the track, but yet he still survived. This is like another one of those incidents, but like this one's even more impressive. Like, he done a pretty much almost a whole 360 on narrow grass. Like, the wall was right there. As now Ocampo closing into the back of Sakiera, but with worn tyres, he may want to consider a pit stop very soon. As he heads down the main straight to go on to lap 11, Davey Sakiera is still your race leader. Spiker in third. He's got a good distance to your boy actually, so even for an additional pit stop, I still believe Spiker, yeah, he would still be ahead of your boy as Andale tries to go down the inside and it's contact! There we go, Andale sending your boy straight into the barrier with a 5-second penalty to his name. I'm not surprised. Now Devendale needs to get ahead of the Audi. Like, the Audi will have damage. Your boy will also have damage. And yeah, it looks like he's actually pretty slow now because of this. His car percentage isn't looking too good. Same thing for Chaos Andale. As down the inside, Devendale trying to find some room. Vestio picking up a penalty. We're not bothered about that though. We're bothered about this fight as Ocampo is in the pits. Devendale was just trying to get closer to the Audi but unable to find the room. UKB picking up another penalty. That's 10 seconds on penalty now. Ocampo has moved on to another set of soft tyres. Weird choice, but it's possible. It's possible that he can just go to the end on them. I think. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens though. As this race develops, Ocampo and Fortuno put into traffic. Iago, Corwell, first Theo, Eduardo, and soon to be UK Ball and Devendale possibly. Just all holding Ocampo up, who's going to be trying to get some moves done. For his race, he needs to be aggressive, but hopefully not too aggressive, as he looks down the inside the hyperdrive of Corwell. She can't defend that, and Ocampo covers her off. And Corwell also loses that place to Iago. Ocampo tried his best to get Eduardo, but Eduardo rubs against him, and he actually successfully defends. As round the final corner, Ocampo actually held up by Eduardo, who comes into the pits. That's initiated multiple battles here to just come out of nowhere. Hux Finucci, though, is in these battles and is contacted out of the race. Goes Hux Finucci. And that there, virtual safety car. I don't know what it's going to do for this race, but it's bad for Ocampo now. This is bad for him. Davey Sakiera could opt to come into the pit lane. He would gain something, and yeah, he's coming in. Yeah, Davey Sakiera is in. Virtual safety car's ending, but he's almost at his pit box now. And the drivers still need to get up to speed. Soft tyres go on for Sakiera. Spiker now leads this race. Your boy's going to be nowhere near Sakiera, I don't think. As he approaches the end of the pit lane, we're on board with the Frenchman. As Davey Sakiera is out the pits here in P2. And yellow flags, middle sector, Matthew Hart in the wall. As well as Daniel Bogdasarov. But this time Bogdasarov is the one at fault. And so very clearly, as you can see right there, now Bogdasarov just not having a great race right now. Involved in many incidents. Currently though, UK Mall looking to drop all the way down to P12. Which is not going to be good for him. He probably needs to pit, I guess. I mean, I don't see any way how he's going to score any good points if he doesn't do this. Like, this race is a very bad one for him. Spiker on lap 15 here leads the way, but that 5-second penalty is going to really affect him. As into the wall goes Victor Levi. Contact with Carlson Wano clearly. We're on board with Matthew Hart, but he's nowhere near the crash site, so we're not going to see anything of Victor Levi's car. Devendale, though, taking to the pits. Moving on to medium tyres, he's playing safe. And he should be ahead of Lampard. Well, yeah, many drivers are actually coming in behind him, so he's fine anyways. Rack and Crumbly, though, we know what happened in 2021 when he was here. He came to this track in 2021. He won the race on the road, but unfortunately a 5-second penalty, which shouldn't have really been given to him in the first place, did end up costing him victory, but he did cross the line first at this very track in 2021, as Sakiera makes a move on Spiker up into the lead. Spiker can't fight Sekiero, I think, so this should be the race win for Spiker. UK ball has touched with Ocampo. Oh no. It's been a very bad race for UK ball. He's been involved in incidents, he's been at fault for most of them, but some of them not at fault. Like, I think Ocampo right now has just been penalised for that collision, and there's more contact. Cornwell, though, penalised for a separate collision, obviously. It'd be weird if it was for that collision. As DiBenedetto and Versio getting close to each other. DiBenedetto, though, without a penalty and on fresher and faster tyres, he is in P4, ahead of the Red Bull in P5. Sekiero is going to be leading this race onto lap 18. Yeah, and, what's going to happen now in this race? Who knows, because this race has been pretty explosive so far. We've had many different crashes that's happened. Lap 17. And Sekiero for Penske Ford has done what he wanted to do. He's been aiming for the last few races now to win a race. He won one race earlier on in the season, but like that was it. He didn't win anything else from then on. He's came to Abuja. The sprint race is nothing to talk about. But the main race, though, has been perfect. He held his lead into turn 1. He resisted any pressure from cars behind. And now, he's going to be entering the final lap of this race. David Sekiero is probably going to win this race. I don't see much that can happen that can possibly deny him. There's going to be no cars in the way. There's going to be no tyres that can puncture. And Spiker right now, currently looking for a second place result. This is going to be great for his championship chances. But Andale and DiBenedetto are close to each other. DiBenedetto's actually going to attack Andale on the inside line. He's up into third. If he gets close enough to Spiker, he can make this P2. But looking back at Davey Sekiero, the Penske Ford driver, the two-time world champion, he's going to continue his championship hunt here in 2024 for a third world title. As round the final corner, Davey Sekiero wins the Abuja Grand Prix. Young flags were flying out in the first sector before. Spiker is going to come home for P2 on the track, but we'll have to see what the true gap really is. Spiker comes across the line. P2 on the road. DiBenedetto gets across. And he's just done it with a fast lap. He's P2 in this race. Andale finishes in 4th. Versio, impressive P5. It's only on the track though, as your boy is going to claim that position. Lamfong in P9. Solid work from him. Then after that, it's Chris Cornwell from UKB, who's had a very disastrous race today. An embarrassing one, to be honest. He's going to finish P15, I think. Well, actually, a little bit higher, I think. Yeah, Crumply, though, will score some points. Some decent ones as well. So, yeah, one played fouls of Matt Crumply. That's a P12 finish for him. Matthew Hart, though, for full car puncture. As he comes out of the final corner, the Apex GP driver will finish dead last in this race. That marks the end. And there goes Sekiero and DiBenedetto. 1-2 in this race. Spiker couldn't hold on. He had just missed out on sustaining P2, but, you know, good race overall for him. P3 in this race, that's good for his championship. Sekiero, I don't know how much of a championship rival he would be right now to Spiker, but Spiker better watch out for Davey because he has been really quick in these last few races. His championship chances are back on, and you can't deny it. Davey Sekiero, your winner today, and with that, let's celebrate by listening to the Brazilian national anthem. Sekiero, DiBenedetto and Spiker, your podium. Pierce Adelaide gets a solid 4th position. Your boy in 5th from Versio P6, finally getting a good result. Lamfong finishes in P7 for Toro Rosso, that is great for them. Sebastian Cabo in 8th position from Eduardo, and Chris Corwell, who rounds off the top 10. Iago in 11th from Racken Crupley and UKB. Crazy to say that he's been beaten by Crupley in a race, legitimately. There's Elias Crupley, Bob Sarov, and Matthew Hart with Levi Finucci, both Ferraris, both uncles, Palomino and Adelaide, out of the race. And that's it for the Abuja Grand Prix. Round 12 is done. We'll see you next time in round 13 when the Apex F1 series returns. Hope you have a good day and goodbye.